Hello and welcome back to this thing. So the last time you saw me with a ZIL, I was circling around it, clutching my clipboard and writing down a great long list of all the jobs that need doing to it. First job on the list we're going to tackle is to paint the cab. And the reason I chose that is simply the weather. We're currently sweltering through a very hot, very dry summer. Not conditions I enjoy personally, but absolutely perfect for painting and for shot blasting. And we've got plenty of both of those to get on with. This is going to entail a fair bit of stripping down, so anything that's easily removable we'll take off. We've already done that with the grille and the doors, but the bonnet, the roof, a few other bits and bobs, and then the rest of it, simply strip it down as much as possible. Once it's stripped down, we'll fix any rusty bits, like this side step that's barely hanging in there, prep it and paint it. It's not been apart for a while, has it? There's lots to clean up obviously, but on what's left of the cab here, very little welding if any. It's in remarkably good condition. Initially I wasn't going to take the wings off, but one of the few bits of welding that does need doing is on the wings. So down here at the back of the wing and down here at the bottom of the wing, you can see there's holes in it. This is where one bit overlaps another bit. So much easier to fix this in the workshop on the workbench. There's our scrap pile, not actually that much. 2 trays of precious things to keep, and then this is the blasting pile. Well, not the roof, because that's aluminium, so I'm not going to blast that. You can blast aluminium, but not with my current setup. But this lot will all be blasted. Lots of rust on the bumper, but no real corrosion. The worst job is here. As you can see, this is really bad. There's a lot of work in the bonnet here. It's all bubbling through all the way along. But we'll get to that. We're making progress. I'm going to tackle this before I tackle that lot. And the next step is to tidy up all my tools, and then I'll move this back a bit, give it a really good clean, and then we'll see what we're working with. It's breezy and overcast this morning, so perfect conditions for sanding, which is what's up now. I'm going to do most of the work with 180 and then 240 and then finish off with 320. And then, because there'll be lots of bare aluminium exposed by that point, this will get a coat of etch primer. This is what I'm trying to achieve, not take everything back to bare metal, just get rid of any flaky paint, any loose stuff, blend in what's left and key up the metal that's showing. That's now ready for etch primer. Now I had planned to paint the roof straight away, but because it's still overcast and we're forecast sunny later on, I'm going to take advantage of the fact it's not too hot at the moment and carry on sanding. So we'll get rid of this, get the truck over here and get stuck into that. The only difference is that this time, once it's all sanded, I'll use some acid treatment on the rusty bits, but we'll get to that in a bit. First, some hard work. got here is some dilute phosphoric acid. It's about 20%, and I'm going to paint it on the bits where I've sanded away rust, and what this will do, the acid will react with any remaining rust and just neutralise it. It's the active ingredient in all the rust converters, just this doesn't come with a binder, it's just the active ingredient. So if I got the concentration right, in an hour or so this red should go black. It's bits like here where it's valuable, where I've sanded the surface but there's still rust in the pitted areas. So this is a bit of an experiment. I've not used the acid before at this dilute or concentration. The idea of it being so weak is that I don't have to neutralise it. You just paint straight over. It's been an hour or so and the acid is working. So you see here it's reacted, it's gone from red to black. Here's a good example just on the step here. So this is the area that I'm going to paint. This is the area that I'm leaving for now. And you can see between the two areas, that's got the acid on it and it's gone black, and this still red. Then on this side we've got, it's reacted quite nicely around here. Down here though, it's still red, so it's still going on. It's still wet, so I'm going to leave it for the time being. Because that's still wet, still reacting, it means I can't do any painting on the truck tonight, but what we can do is put a coat of etch primer on the roof. Well, jolly good progress. So we've had a complete strip down of the cab, we've done an awful lot of sanding and even made a start on the painting. So Mark's due down here tomorrow and we'll probably be stuck on organ building, but if not, we'll be back on this. I'll see you next time. Cheers for now.